Hey everyone, welcome to Illegal Alien Racing. This is a 12-lap pre-final race in Rental Kart League Racing out at Dallas Karting Complex. You're on board with Justin as he starts from 12th spot. I am right behind him. I'm going to try to work with him in this one, but let's see what the ride was like for Justin. All right, green flag, here we go. See him make up a lot of spots. Has a really real good momentum there. Got a good start. Turn one's pretty bumpy as expected. And right here, he is 3, maybe even 4 wide, and right there decides to do the wise thing and back off. That's real smart racing. And right there to the right, you can see Kart Rage and Mullet Man's incident, which I was covered in the last video. Really smart racing by Justin. He is in kart 14, which is a fast kart on the straightaway, and he told me it handles really well. So Justin knows that he has a fast kart, doesn't really need to make a lot of crazy moves on the open lap especially, and we'll see what kind of kart he has. Kart 9, that's one to the left, easily passes them. Nice little wave. See you later. Nice racing with you. Kart 30 just ahead is another fast kart in the fleet. You see him have a really wide exit. Justin has a look here to the outside, just decides to slot back in, follow Kart 30 around the track. Maybe is going to try to work with him, given that he knows that's a fast kart and he's in a fast kart. You can hear him kind of talking in the background. Him and I are talking on the radio in the helmet. Kart 20 to the right, he has some kind of an issue, so he just kind of waves everybody around. And you can see there, Justin's in a fast kart, and Kart 30 is pretty good too. So right here, Kart 30 swings out wide again. So I think Justin kind of says, well, let's abort that plan and try to go around him. Has a look to the outside, doesn't work out, but he sets him up really nice. A slight little bobble there. Goes inside of 30 here. I agree with this move at this time. Given the way kind of things are going, it seems like if Justin hangs out behind Kart 30 for the rest of the race, he may hold him up just a little bit. You see a 3-kart breakaway in the front. They seem to be working together. And then there's another kart in front of Justin here. So Justin, it's go time. He has to go right now. So I definitely agree with going around Kart 30 and just running your own race instead of trying to work with them, given kind of how the exit on turn 1 was. The last 2 laps. All right, so this is Kart 22 in front of Justin. So far, things are going really well. Went from 14th spot up to 4th in just a few laps. So right here, instead of going over under, Justin just hangs out behind him. I think he realizes what kind of kart he has. I know he does. He's just going to pass this karter in on the straightaway, rather. See the difference here. That guy dips and Justin tucks under too. Monkey see, monkey do. Nice move to the inside, and you watch him defend the over-under move here. All right, so it's time for Justin to track down the 3-kart breakaway that's consisting of, I don't know if it's this running order, but it's Tommy, Sosa, and Chris, all 3 really good racers. So let's see what Justin can do here. When you put a good driver in a fast kart, it's a bad news for everyone else. And let's see what Justin, like I said, can do. All right, you see some movement going on. Looks like a defensive line maybe. All right, this is all good for Justin. He's driving a really smart race. There's just some little subtle moves that he has done so far that I think were the smart moves. Justin is 1 point behind in the championship. So he's in 2nd place overall in the overall championship series. So he's having a really good season so far. He's not overdriving the kart, just running really good lines. So as soon as I say that, he kind of slides out just a little bit. Thanks, Justin. But so far, he's doing a pretty good job with the kart. Nothing too crazy. But you see, he didn't lose that much time. Even that little slight bobble there didn't lose much time. 2 karts broke away. There's a gap now to 3rd place, which is Chris. Chris is a very experienced, very good racer as well. See right there the shadow to the left. So there's someone right behind Justin. Don't know if it's cart 30 or cart 22. I don't have a backwards camera on him. Okay, so it's time to start to try to get third place. Let's see where he tries to pass Chris. He has a look here. I'm kind of surprised that he went that far down. But it didn't seem to hurt him there. See if Justin can pass Chris here. All right, he's got a good little run. And right there you see a move for first place. That is Sosa making a move on Tommy at the same time, so it actually helps Justin. So it kind of slows them down up ahead. And Justin on his right hand is driving with a detached tendon at the end of his middle finger. So that's something he also has to contend with. Seems to not be bothering him too bad right now. That is Tommy right ahead of him and Sosa ahead of Tommy. Tommy really leading into the turns there. I had cart 29, which is the one Tommy has. That one has really good straightaway speed. It didn't seem to handle very well in the corners. It was a little tough keeping it down on the apex on some of these turns. So Tommy's doing a good job with it. All right, this race is starting to wind down. Let's see what happens here. I think Justin's waiting for an opportunity here. Too far away to make a move here on the right. So let's just slot in behind him. Maybe try him on the straightaway. A little bobble right there. You see the gap opened up. He definitely paid for that. Not sure if he got bumped or if he just kind of lost the rear end a little bit. But you see how much a little slight mistake like that makes. Look at the gap that opened up. So when you start racing in the front with the guys that are real experienced and pretty good at this, you know, they usually, sometimes they don't, when they don't mess up, and sometimes they don't mess up at all, you can see how a little mistake, how you pay for that. But luckily Justin's in a Red Bull / Ferrari kart, so he should be able to close the gap up. And a lap later, he's pretty much where he was, but he basically burned a lap there with a little mistake. Again, he's too far to make any moves here, so he's going to have to just hang out in line. Last lap, okay. Can't hang out for too long. Okay, here goes Tommy making a move on Sosa. It's going to be interesting. All right, nice over-under. Okay, let's pause it right here. What do? Do you follow Tommy and push him through past Sosa, or do you go to the outside and follow Sosa and try to get around Tommy? It's going to have two different outcomes, I think, depending on what you do. Let's see what Justin decides to do. He follows Sosa on the outside here. Let's see if he's able to clear Tommy right there. Yep. Nice move. Very smart decision there. Smart racing by Justin. Into second place on the final lap. Just a few corners left. I think if he would have went to the inside and followed Tommy through, he would have pushed Tommy and cleared, and Tommy would have cleared Sosa, but Justin would not have cleared Sosa, and Sosa would have ended up in front of Justin, and Justin would have finished in third spot. So by going to the outside, he was able to stay on the outside of Tommy long enough to where the outside turned into the inside from turn 2 to turn 3, and he was able to secure the spot. So very nice, smart racing by Justin in this race. This is a very good example of just racing smart and working with what you have. I think if he was in a points championship battle with Sosa, it would have probably benefited him more to push Tommy through and let Tommy win the race and finish behind Sosa versus Sosa winning the race and you still finishing behind, because of course the higher you finish, the more points you're awarded. But that's for further on down the season when there's one race or maybe the last race of the season and the points are really that tight. So Justin is now the points leader, and very good race. Thanks for watching, and I will see you on the next one. Y'all take it easy.